Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
That's a nice haul.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has been getting quite busy recently, and all of that.
That's a nice haul.
Today's recommendation is the steak. Has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient album truly is fascinating. 15, 16.
Come take a look.
That's a nice haul.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Ancient album truly is fascinating.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Delve into depth.
The wind knows me. Useless. Into the wind.
I will have order. Solidify.
One with nature. wind knows me. Clouds hide. The birds call.
Decided by destiny. Let me scribe. Delve into depth.
Wind strider.
This is order. Gather.
One with nature.
Disappear! Worthless!
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Ad Astra Abyssa.
We're back!
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant and knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then...
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you! Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though. So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's...
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a head. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kinda scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
You're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is!
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my...
I'm not the type that's...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than any...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps...
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies.
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hit.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Rahman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Rahman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm for... What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long, and the...
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keeper.
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just...
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up my...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal if it came down to it. You would...
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is... Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals...
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa...
Whatever it takes? You just might be...
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving.
so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with?
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay, let's...
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday.
Fine.
They got...
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon...
Is everything ready?
Absolute. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is all...
You stay right there!
Playmate! What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Grandpa! Paimon...
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper it glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The Dendro Archon.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, the symbols on the gate belonged to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, it could have been an underground palace in the distance.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky. Most of them seem in really bad shape.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time.
He's...
As it happens,
What are you doing?
don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us.
Paimon thought you weren't interested...
Indeed. In my view, God's new discoveries are always worth investigating.
Rahman, what are you gonna do?
I'll just let them lay here.
Just sharpen my spear.
I won't hold you back. Much.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Arc.
Whatever you say. It's not like...
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
One with wind and cloud. Into the wind. Ha! Knows me. Clouds high. The birds useless. One with nature. Evil conquering. Here. Worthless.
That's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Det...
But this doesn't make any sense.
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last word.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god, King Deshret's death. The all but total... We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
How could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe?
Rahman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me. My Eremites and I. What are we even fighting for?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything, but please, give me some time.
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's...
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your mad... sorry.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy...
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Rahman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in...
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice... long sleep. Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Wind Strider!
Rahman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is, thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders! You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves!
No, not Sino! He's gonna tear us limb from limb!
I could do work.
Please have mercy!
Start talking.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying?
They, wanted to extract—
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I really don't know how to explain—
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh? That sure didn't sound like a fan—
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. It may seem as if the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if—
Continue.
And then, someone from the doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them,
This is what the arrogant ignorant—
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was— After that, they harvested dreams via the Seb-Zer with the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning, and next, they decided that their new god needed—
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of this. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Al-Haytham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must—
You must have noticed by now. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to source. This is but a form of phototaxis. for many scholars.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world?
From the beginning, the Academia has never... When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than... Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis. Slowly but surely, people be...
So... This is the path the sages have...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes.
The atmosphere is so heavy. Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left?
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh! Paimon's so coming!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this...
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Raman's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Tja! Tja!
Trade anything you own.
Candace, we're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead?
Oh, of course not. It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead?
Of course not. It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me in.
It's worth a try.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution.
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will...
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people. Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck with everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
Sounds good. I'll go make...
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also...
Yes, she did. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart. We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how...
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look any...
Of course. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is all...
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species.
This guy.
All in... Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned you have a good forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been I think. Those mad scholars... But the academia has always held a different... Come to think of it, perhaps the Withering, Elazar, and the...
But Paimon thought that Irminsul... At least, that's what Tainar... Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is...
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
It's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole... the world...
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Aramite base. Ah, they're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very...
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. Traveler, I want you to record... Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is... Now, please get ready and...
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge cap?
Yes.
Paimon is...
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, because to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything...
It's just a recording. There's...
But what was the point of doing this?
And that's perfectly fine.
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account... You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akash... Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akash after all that time. A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so In addition, those who understand...
But...
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous...
Things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step. We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and...
I thought we agreed on a plan.
The plan is too radical.
But it's still the best plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantage.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time.
We agreed to work out a plan at the... Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the dead.
Traveler, Paimon. This is also something Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards.
Wait, how can we work?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also...
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how deep...
Of course he does. He told me. He also said that with the help of... I never blindly trust anyone, and of...
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and to make the whole thing more convincing. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and
I've always treated my allies with...
Now you're making this hard.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries.
Sino, on behalf of my people, we have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory.
Well, now that you've put it... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace, since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendroark.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do...
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret
Of course. Mahamat. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale...
They're a squad of air...
As many as Ain al-Ahmar.
Then I suggest that you report this to...
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards, even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Reebok operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen, no matter how you look at it,
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha...
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't... If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle.
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled. So, in my opinion...
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Paimon's so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here.
I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And,
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course...
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the app. Get ready.
It's time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Time to go. Time to go.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here.
It's to show how important we think the operation, since this is a big case for the
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, they are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the...
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's giving me the... Brothers!
You're toast!
Boring! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
It's over.
Ah! We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the...
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm a...
King Deshret will curse you, and...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Rahman there sure looked...
Once we're done here,
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
Go join up with her. She will need...
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tighnari? What if he'll feel miffed about...
I have a very close relationship with Tighnari. Given how well if we need help, get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, all joking aside, our responsibility is to get a status update on the dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watch. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be So, we'll find Tainari. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be—
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your service—
How much more?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask, come on, give me a smile so that I can be less— Looking good! I hope this— There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's go. It's time to—
Welcome, weary travelers. All who seek rest will find it here.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She—
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important.
All right. Then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harp?
Yes, I know him. Actually, he
left already?
Yeah.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after— For now, all we can share with you is that you're—
Sino, you say? I see. Okay. I'll answer your question.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a—
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar—
Hypatia? Why would—
And what do you mean by take—
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more.
I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to... Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the...
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have...
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to...
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself...
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How
Well, you're the only...
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that I will personally
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains... Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I don't know much about the doctor. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's... I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a
I see. Of course, your opinion makes... You're still young, but already quite stubborn. Under normal circumstances, I would... Luckily, there is still some... It's just as the academia... And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting.
He asked a question, yet didn't care. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true...
I don't think I missed any details.
Sorry, we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest... Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me...
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of... My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. This has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any dots in it.
I get it. Since you are all...
I'd like to ask you to do that for me.
I can do that. But the academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, if the situation becomes critical...
All right, we've got a plan.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from...
Being loyal to the academia. On that note...
The academia, yes. I suppose he's lucky to have...
I see. So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me I think this may be something...
Okay, we'll find a chance...
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this harp... Oh, by the way, which way did...
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of... Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start
We'll do it the mercenary way. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly, they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be...
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go...
One with nature.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Boring! Worthless!
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found—
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position.
Look! Fatui thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we—
Shh! Don't draw their... The port is crawling with...
Let's keep going and see what we—
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep it.
Uh-oh! He saw us!
Huh? Is he waving?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is...
Huh?
And where are all the...
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now...
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to...
Oh
no! Let's go!
Pardis DI is not...
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already.
Even the Grand Sage himself... I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things...
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf... You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis...
With all due respect...
Well, you only have your heart... I may be staying at Pardis DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean it is still my duty to...
Then it seems our conversation has hit...
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tigari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Tigari! Beat him up!
Worthless! The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
Useless! We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make...
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Pardis DI. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed... I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some... Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can judge... But this also shows that humanity's worship of God... Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories, and indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become... You're doubting me again? No matter. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that the doctor has never known his place? Even now, you're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doc. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon used thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Time out! Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen some...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case, let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about the... Thank goodness, she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry. Maybe the
You said the balladeer claimed that
Have you noticed?
So, if the doctor was...
Based on what the travelers said. In other words, we've...
Yay!
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's. Let's continue to keep a low profile.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Never again.
there, Traveler and Paimon. Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Rehearsals are exhausting. Mr. Zubair, our manager. But no one remembers.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventure. Will your celebration also have lots?
Of course.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, but maybe you could lend Paimon some more.
It's fine. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best.
Is something up?
Yeah. But I tried to visit her. All I could do was to leave. She'll be better soon.
It's all thanks to you and Nilou that we...
You're way too modest. Just compared to you, I really didn't... Anyway, all that aside...
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time!
Alright, then let's head to... Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa, did you buy all of this, Nilou?
Just one box. The rest...
That's way too many...
All I know is that whenever I was planning on making a few trips...
So this isn't even all...
Are you...
Of course!
I'm... Well, let's hurry...
Everybody stand!
When will I be able to see Nilou perform again?
What's so great about Snezhnaya and toys anyway?
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilou.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
No, Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Whoa, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a...
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory. Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back in.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the
You and your jokes.
Jute said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumter Beast's mouth?
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumter Beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumter Beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? I wouldn't dare.
True.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest?
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use...
tactic?
I wouldn't go that... Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair. My philosophy is that stories... Our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize two things. One, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And two, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't... They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are... Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also...
Wow, even we...
Hurry and take it. Just look at...
There's still one more store. Are you all right?
About time, Nilou. Farhad...
Please, I was only looking...
Wouldn't spoiling yourself, just...
Yeah, please wait for our...
These two look... weren't they at the...
Yeah, and they're coming...
Oh, the Morpho...
Oh, yes.
We even prepared a I really think we should wear some...
It's beautiful.
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't...
Fascinating. Huh.
Oh, you all... I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilou saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
I'm Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little. Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't free. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumter Man.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us. Of course. Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at
I thought later on, when you order the wrong item or make too much, that's why there's no need to stress over the freebie.
Oh!
This has become our norm. So really, don't worry about it. All right. I have to bring all. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. Nope. Mr. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow! The atmosphere here is so nice! Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit...
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and... So, we've...
Good.
Oh! Kainari also asked us to tell you this message.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my... To avoid alerting...
I can't believe you actually...
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. Well...
Huh?
Well...
Shouldn't you end with some word?
Personally, I'd rather...
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to... So you should find someone...
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either.
Employed?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu!
Hey, everyone.
Not at all. I was...
But you also look like you're...
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like...
Huh? You mean...
Yes. Nilu.
Huh? can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru. Well, oh, right. I must admit that but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusana.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep,
All the preparations are done. Now, can we...
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep, it's a grand plan and we're all super awesome!
Well said.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go.
Okay. So I can...
Yep, good night, everyone! Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day. We can finally put him...
hello.
Not really. What about you all, Hatham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute.
The only thing you're doing is...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azarzov. Many restricted commands and operations.
You know, Paimon's been thinking...
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents 500 years ago. The Grand Sage at the time Don't forget, today is Nyargarbaha Day. The sages in Core Act, all the Darshan's researchers have their nose... When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering... Well, yes. That's just the... If precedence holds, the
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is...
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in?
Yes.
Please, wait.
That's me. Is some...
No. I was just surprised to see. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you...
What did you say?
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatats... Look, based on what you already...
Is that so? The sages search for you, so, from the start...
Hey, shh. Yes.
As I expected. Please,
It's nothing.
All right. Thank you for your contribution.
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid...
You have no idea.
Mm-hmm. That is the so-called pride. Nowadays, the academia is rampant.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with...
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be
Boring!
Is this the
Indeed. Known as the House...
there are...
The academia marches to a Just act now.
What's this platform?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is...
No, not right now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him?
Who knows? However...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location... Do not tell me you believed the academia would not grow suspicious. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Grand Sage.
I'm sure. But compared to... It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do... Excellent. You immediately... The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
This place is crawling with guards.
All right then, traveler. Today is Niagarbaha Day. You seem to know quite... If that is so, then...
Trivia?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. Yeah, if humanity cannot attain we shall regain a god's guide. Even Ermin's soul will be for our nation of scholars. You will never understand the rapture of having a god. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses you. Care for the people, fend off. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata, though I may have the ascension of the Lesser Lord. With that in mind, it is better to keep...
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that...
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are... Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies...
I'll hate them? Are you...
Anyway, I've brought them to the Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you would... It's a summary of my time spent with the trap.
I'll hate them? So you're... We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than, as it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha.
We'll be monitored, just like...
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be... To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be... Are you not familiar with the concept that great response... In any case, you are Sumeru...
You're despicable!
Despicable? Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was...
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time.
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert. Judging by the time...
Maybe...
The Academia had not received. With their instigation, what was the probability that you...
Regardless, that's all...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar...
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards! Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sages up. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right!
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most of. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next...
I can already see the pompous looks on their
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the act, that way they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Suras...
So our job...
The confinement room is... I'll work with Ramon's scholar. However, as for whether...
You've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal. Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything? Please.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born.
want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their heart. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up to... But I'm stuck. The sages are and I'm forced to lock my consciousness in the...
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning.
Who are you? Who's... You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. When I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel...
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their nyog? Yep! So that means our next act is...
Nilou, are you sure about this?
I'm sure, and I'm going.
But if anything happens...
Don't worry.
Alright. You know...
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
With all my strength.
Nilou, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't...
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll...
You sure know how to talk. taking all the credit, even though we...
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends.
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh. How can we...
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people...
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Do you want some candy?
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as... I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. Come to think of it, when did all Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink? It's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yep. Let's review our plan for this stage again. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been with the doctor's technological support, they...
How despicable of them to rely on.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge cap. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into... The sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guard.
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the... That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question.
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish...
The Akasha will turn humans into...
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards and the Academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Here they come. Did you see?
After laying low in the city...
We couldn't do anything.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible.
Yeah, all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and...
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the 6 sages belong to the Corps of 30, following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the prints...
Indeed.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered...
You gave such an important...
It'll be fine. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him.
You've got a point.
Good luck.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Relax. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Hey, stop! I saw you! Don't try to run!
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Hey, stop! I saw you!
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our...
Huh? Did I just see something dart by? I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing tricks? I should go check to see if someone's hiding over there. There seems to be nothing here. Just to be safe.
Good thing they didn't find me. That was close. I'd better hurry.
Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not see anything just now?
Oh no, they...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not see anything just now?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not see anything just now?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go? How is this possible? There are also Academia guards here.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you? Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got...
Little brat!
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. After stepping into our trap...
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumer...
You've spent all your time...
This is odd. The Academia has quieted. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guards!
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. Right now, everyone...
What happened? Lesser Lord That's impossible. What manner of disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suras. The Akasha indeed contains this information. How did they bypass my permission? Was it the report about the... No. Well, Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, it may... How can the information, if we have to confirm then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't great...
In the beginning,
No, Grand Sage. Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali is a... How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be... She really appeared again?
What a comical... Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, you all can only see the world in your mind. The one you think you know. And precisely because she has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino. The Akasha predicted that you would
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from...
I truly did not...
People change, Azar.
Then tell me...
You want to buy time. As for the
So what?
No. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things... Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but... Thinking about it, at least when Paimon thinks of Nahid...
Here comes your savior.
Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll...
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticked. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The Core of 30 is in charge of the city's as long as it doesn't break the...
That's probably because you've been super...
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Sino forced him to release Lesser... So, hurry to the sanctuary. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you know? Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
They say it's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in... Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. During this time, I did some self... Exactly! We're here because... Thanks, you two. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that... It's like I just had an endlessly long... My concept of... But now doesn't seem to be the... It's okay. With you here, there's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom. Wow! That's the I understand now. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar... Yes, true. That reminds... We need to hurry and prevent the... I need to make some... First things first. After that, I'll make... After all, this might take some time. If we don't stop the god...